Hi, my name's Vani Sayeed. I'm an interior designer and artist. I'm the principal and owner of Vani Sayeed Studios, which is a multidisciplinary design firm in Massachusetts. I've always been interested in a creative profession. I'm a creative person, and growing up, I was always drawn to that. My mother's an artist, an interior designer, and a designer in her own right. So that was a huge inspiration for me. Um, as I, got older, I knew this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in a creative field. So I went to Sir J.J. School of Art, which is a school in Mumbai, India. That's where I grew up in. And as first 2 years is always like just basic design principles, basic art principles, proportion, light, is color theory, what have you. And then when it came time for me to decide what did I want to specialize in, I chose design because it really covered everything I was interested in. I was interested in spatial design. I am interested in color, light, textiles, and basically creating environments for people. I mean, how much joy does that bring? Like, it's such a wonderful part of my work. My husband got a position here in Massachusetts. He's a neonatologist by trade and teaches at Harvard Medical School. So it was a really wonderful, he's academic. It was a great opportunity for him, and I did not want to. It was a very tough move for me. I had a new baby and I had a 5-year-old, and I was like, what? I had no connection with the East Coast, but here I am. I built this business from knowing no one, literally no one. I had no connection on the East Coast, and I just persevered, and I really believe in what I do, and hopefully that comes through. And so here I am. It's been a phenomenal journey. Most of our clients want spaces that are comfortable. I think we can do any style, any look you want, right? We could do a space that's incredibly, quiet luxury, like that's the term that's been going on. But I've been saying that for years now to our clients. It's so interesting that it's all over the press now. But or it could be a multi-layered, a very bold colored, a space, or a beach house. Whatever it is that we do, clients, I've noticed, only want comfort first. Of course, everything else, style and all of that comes around. But I think that's what I see. Clients want something that it's going to be inviting, it's comfortable, and they feel good in their space. They are proud of their space. I feel like that psychological, emotional attachment to their space is really important. My approach to design is not formulaic. I am a people person. I'm client-centric. I think outside the box. I would rather just erase the box, not have a box at all. So I think that's what draws people to me, because I see them for who they are. I'm not trying to create a space that has my stamp on it. I'm trying to create a space or an environment that reflects our client's personality. I am not a trend person. I really don't believe in trends. I know design is cyclical. It goes up and down. People like stuff, then they don't like stuff, or this is out and that's out. I think for us as a studio, we really try to not follow those. We try really hard to hone into what our client wants. And if it is something that's not going to work and they're still pushing for it because they're seeing a lot of it on their Instagram feed or what have you, we will tell them that, right? So we will tell them that this is not going to work in your space, which is why you've hired us to give you that expert advice, right? So trends-wise, what drives me insane though is spaces that are not comfortable and not inviting. Like I said earlier, it could be any design, it could be any style, it could be an all-white room, all-gray room, pattern on pattern, color, bold. But if it's not inviting, if it's not balanced, if it's not comfortable, what is the use? Why are we creating a space for somebody, for a family, for an individual, if it's not inviting? It could be any, and that's my biggest pet peeve. I have always been an artist, and I think art has definitely laid a really strong foundation for me, because my training at my design school, art school, was so intense in like just the basics of art, just to understand proportion, how to understand light. And so even though all my degrees, my BFA and my MFA, have both been in design, I've always maintained an artist studio on the side. I have rented space, I've continued to create art. I feel like that's really informed me not only as a person, because that is my conversation with the world and the environment around me. And as a designer, I'm dealing with people and their environments. So what I understand being an artist is how do people react to a conversation, to a color, to an experience. We constantly do use ChatGPT every now and then. Like if you have to put something together in words, it's really nice, and we take that and then obviously rework it to suit our purposes. We try sometimes to, in between all of this, as a designer, because I'm a multidiscipline firm, we do rugs, we have a rug line with a local rug company. We are all artists, and I use my art in my product design. We really put, when it's quiet, we push ourselves to create patterns, to create furniture. Obviously, we're doing it for clients too, but in our own times, we try to make our own, put our own ideas into it, whether it's making a sample or doing a 3D rendering of an idea. Like, we use AI for that. We will use some of it to put our ideas together just to see what spits out. And we, it's not that we're pitching that AI product out, but we use it as a tool, and I see there's no problem. I think it all depends on how you use it and where you use it. My mind's running 100 miles an hour as a creator, right? And so I'm spewing all of that in my brain, but I'm also sketching, drawing, and I'm thinking about, okay, how do I use my art in a rug? How can I translate that into a textile? So it just doesn't end in one place. There are multiple ways I'm thinking about about how I could use not just my creativity, but not just like a painting for a painting's sake, but how could I move it to use another medium, experiment, and then, so people ask me, do you ever sleep? I said, yes, I do.